The Montessori theory is a method of teaching developed by Maria Montessori where the key principles are independence, observation, following the child, correcting the child, prepared environment and absorbent mind. The Montessori theory methods, concepts and foundation principles can be applied across all ages. It is within these concepts we find the reasoning behind why things are such in a Montessori environment. Maria Montessori theory. 1. Independence. Never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed. Maria Montessori. It is always a goal of Montessori education in the classrooms to make the child independent and be able to do things for himself. This is achieved by giving children opportunities. Opportunities to move, to dress themselves, to choose what they want to do, and to help the adults with tasks. When the children are able to do things for themselves, there is an increase in their self-belief, self-confidence and esteem that they may carry on throughout their life. 2. Observation. Observation, or watching the child, is easy for parents to do. We can spend countless hours just watching children and see how they are enjoying themselves, exploring their environment. This was the simple method of how Maria Montessori has learned about children and developed her theories on child development. She observed without preconceived ideas that helped her develop materials that the children needed and were interested in. Observation is also the way adults can learn about what the child needs are. 3. Following the child. Follow the child. They will show you what they need to do, what they need to develop in themselves and what area they need to be challenged in. The aim of the children who persevere in their work with an object is certainly not to learn. They are drawn to it by the needs of their inner life, which must be recognized and developed by its means. Maria Montessori. From what you have observed from the actions of the children, follow them in what they need to do. If they want to climb, give them the opportunity to climb in a safe manner. Do not be overprotective. Following the child also means being non-directive. Do not tell them what to do all the time. Do not tell them what they have to do, but rather present them with choices of different materials, toys. Also, stand back and watch the child what he does. There is no need to intervene all the time unless he has become really destructive and about to hurt himself or others. Knowing when to intervene is a skill parents will learn as they get to know their child and as parents have set limits for the child. 4. Correcting the child. Children make mistakes. They may spill something, drop food unintentionally and so on. There is no need to raise your voice in situations like those. Instead, calmly recognize the mistake. Oh, you've spilled the water, why don't we get a cloth and wipe it up? This is an opportunity to ask the child to do some valid practical work with you. You will find the children do like to clean up as they see it as something adults do. There is no need to blatantly point out a child's mistake. There is a way to make them realize it. For example, with a cloth bib, a child who is learning how to drink from a glass will find out that if he tips the glass a bit too early, the water will spill on him and he will feel it. If they mispronounce a word, there is no need to correct them, but rather say the word correctly. Correcting children may result in them being scared to attempt anything in fear of making another mistake. Children will make mistakes and we need to teach them in a nice manner. Giving the children freedom and choice, supporting them in their choice by making sure they are safe, feeding their inquiring minds in a way that they can understand and observing their needs and fulfilling these can be the key to helping your children develop their full potential. 5. Prepared environment. The teacher's first duty is to watch over the environment, and this takes precedence over all the rest. Its influence is indirect, but unless it be well done there will be no effective and permanent results of any kind, physical, intellectual or spiritual. Maria Montessori. The prepared environment is an important part of Montessori. It is the link for a child to learn from adults. Rooms are child-sized with activities set up for success and allow freedom of movement and choice. The environment has to be safe for the child to explore freely. The environment has to be ready and beautiful for the children so it invites them to work. Montessori refers to work as an activity the child does or what many people might call play. She calls this work since it is through this that they create themselves and it is not just a play. Their play is their work and they are still enjoying it. The adult's role then is to construct the environment in which they will learn. The development of the child is therefore dependent on the environment she or he is in, and this environment also includes the parents. 6. Absorbent mind. Montessori observed how children learned the language without anyone teaching them. This sparked her idea for the absorbent mind. Children under the age of 3 do not need to have lessons in order to learn, they simply absorb everything in the environment by experiencing it, being part of it. It is therefore important that the environment setup is good, nice and positive, since this is what the child will absorb whether he chooses to or not. The language of the adult is one that a child will easily pick up. Be careful of what you say around them. Even though you think they are not listening, as they may not be able to express themselves yet, when they can, you will not want them swearing back at you. It is for this reason that one should not try to say no to a child. We do not want them saying no to us rudely. Instead, we say stop when we want to tell children that what they are doing is wrong. Montessori classroom. The teacher acts as a guide, offering assistance and support when needed. Montessori classrooms are often multi-age, allowing children of different ages to work together and learn from each other. This is seen as beneficial, as older children can help younger children with activities and the younger children can interact and learn from the older children. Montessori classrooms recognize the importance of play and social interaction. Children are given time to engage in imaginative play and social activities. This helps to promote social and emotional development. The Montessori approach is an effective way to provide children with a stimulating and supportive learning environment. Applying Montessori theory allows children to develop a sense of autonomy and independence.